The retirement crisis in America right now is that people do not have enough money to go into retirement, maintain their pre-retirement lifestyle, and life expectancy is getting longer, so the longer they're going to live, the more impact inflation has on their retirement income.
When do you want to retire? Will you be able to maintain your current lifestyle? Do you have enough saved to keep your golden years shining? If so, you are one of the lucky ones. Right now, America is facing a retirement crisis. There is a $6.6 trillion gap between what people have and what they will need. Less than 50% of the population has more than $10,000 in savings, and 1/3 have nothing saved at all.
In an attempt to take some of the funding requirement away from the corporations, the government introduced 401k plans. And many times when the government introduces a plan, there are some unintended consequences. The unintended consequence here was that corporations moved away from defined benefit pensions, left the total responsibility for retirement funding to the employees to make voluntary contributions, and maybe there was a little match from the employer. Now, this was a great deal from the employer's point of view, not so good from the employee's point of view.
For many people, retirement saving is something that they put off until tomorrow. The house needs a new roof, the kids need tuition, and suddenly, that tomorrow comes and there is not enough saved for what should be the golden years.
Historically, people have relied on pensions and Social Security to get them to retirement. But over the last 20 or 25 years, the landscape has really changed, and the individual is charged with getting themselves to retirement.
In 1985, Phil Fogley formed FRS Capital Management in order to bring professional, institutional quality plan management to small and medium-sized businesses, as well as high net worth individuals. Their investment advisors actively work to engage, educate, and help people take action now to ensure they will have a better tomorrow. In many cases, they have increased plan participation from less than 50% to nearly 100%. When choosing an advisor, it is essential to know how they are being paid, what they are being paid, and is their compensation in line with the services rendered.
We are here just currently reviewing your account.
Advice in the financial world can often involve a conflict of interest. Most financial advisors only perform to a suitability standard for their clients, acting primarily as salespeople for certain financial products. And then there is FRS, who holds themselves to the fiduciary standard, which means they act in the best interest of the client while delivering financial products and financial advice.
It looks a little...
An investment advisor performing only to the suitability standard often receives commissions based on the products he or she sells you.
The reason that a lot of financial advisors only hold themselves to that suitability standard is that they work for larger financial services organizations, and those financial services organizations have products. So that product may or may not be in your best interest, but if it's suitable for you, then they can put you into that product. And that product, like we said, may not be in your best interest. So you can see it's pretty important to hire a financial advisor that holds themselves to the fiduciary standard as opposed to just the suitability standard.
Improving retirement readiness is the goal of the advisors at FRS Capital Management. To date, their plans include about 15,000 participants, and they have achieved an average of 11% increase in plan participation for clients implementing their retirement plan management processes.
What's important to us, and one of the most important things to get people retirement ready, is to get them to save early enough. If you come to us in your 40s and 50s, unfortunately, it's almost too late, and it's very difficult to get caught up at that point. So one of the challenges for us is to educate people young enough and get them to take action while they're younger.
While the investment advisors at FRS regularly visit the corporate executives of client companies to drive plan management and fiduciary oversight, they also perform constant outreach and education for the employees to help increase plan participation and get plan participants to commit to building a secure retirement.
These plans, to be successful, require the participant to have a basic understanding of the tax code, whether to save money pre-tax, post-tax. They need to make investment decisions that they're often unprepared to do. So we think that employers need to put a great deal of emphasis on employee education.
The FRS 401k and pension specialists offer services for defined benefit, defined contribution, or deferred compensation plans. They take a fiduciary role and focus on driving employee retirement readiness.
If you take a look at the baby boomer generation, they are in a state of flux and they're preparing to retire, but they're not fully prepared. So I think for the younger folks, it's giving them an example of someone who's not prepared so they won't follow the same mistakes and helping them kind of create a framework.
Improving retirement readiness is a major challenge for this country that is facing a true retirement crisis. Fortunately, the advisors at FRS Capital Management play a fiduciary role for their plans and individual clients, and their active engagement is helping many people become retirement ready, so their golden years will be truly golden. For more information about FRS Capital Management, please log on to frscapital.com.